You're what's good with it? What's happening? What's popping? What up, though? All that good shit, man. How y'all doing? Hope y'all vibing, enjoying y'all day, enjoying y'all night, enjoying y'all presence. Hope y'all drinking some tea, vibing how y'all vibe, eating a little avocado, doing what y'all need to do, man. I'm hoping. Hey, control your emotions, man. Yeah, that's what we on. Control your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. Don't be losing your own battle. Because everything you say matters. Everything you think matters. Control your emotions. Your emotions are real, man. Like, you know, sometimes you would pop up and feel a way. You would just start feeling a way, and you won't even know why you feel that way. Then you would try to ask your mind, why do you feel the way you feel? Right? But your mind can lie to you. Your mind can tell you that you're not feeling what you feel. Your mind can tell you that what you're not feeling is it isn't real. Your mind can tell you that you full of shit. The more of the story is, your mind can lie to you. Your mind will lie to you. Your emotions don't lie. How you feel don't lie. Control your emotions. Feel your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. Don't let your emotions perplex you onto the point where you don't know how you feel. You don't know where you got a feeling from. You don't know what this feeling mean. Your emotions is a part of like that's coming from your heart. That's coming from like the realest part of your body. And then it'll filter up to your mind, and it'll probably tell your mind, hey, you don't really feel what you feel. No, you probably over exaggerating a little bit. No, you ain't see that. No, that ain't what they meant. No, you did it right. Man, don't let your mind confuse your feelings. Because once again, your mind will lie to you. And then once you start believing that lie that your mind tell you, you won't have control over anything. You won't have control over anything. Like every time you lie to yourself, every time you believe a lie and not believe what you feel, you letting down yourself. You throwing off your internal imbalance. You causing so much more because you won't even let the emotions you have, you won't even feel them. You blocking the whole feeling by telling yourself, no, I don't feel that way. You got to feel that way. You got to actually know that what you feel is real. What you feel is real. What you think ain't always real. Real talk, what you think a lot of the times ain't real. You can't be lying to yourself. You can't be lying to yourself and expecting the truth from other people. You can't be lying to yourself and expecting, like when you lie to yourself, you just really get to confusing yourself. You really throw off your whole knowledge of self when you just lie to yourself because you don't want to believe a way you feel. Like if you had to pee, and your mind told you, your body told you had to pee, right? You know you got to pee. Your mind like, no, I ain't got to use the bathroom. No, I ain't really got to use it. Bro, you probably gonna piss on yourself. Like that's the like the imbalance that's the You're causing yourself to be confused for no reason when you don't have to. I know it's times where we don't even understand why we feel the way we feel. And then we try to put it up here and try to think about like, damn, why I feel this way? Blah, blah, blah. Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? And then you just get to the thoughts. Like, as soon as you ask that question, thoughts just come. Thoughts just come. You don't know if they true or not, but you're going to go with whatever one feels. You're going to go with whatever up here. But that can be totally wrong. And that's causing an imbalance in your life. That's causing an imbalance in your organization. That's causing an imbalance in how you feel. Like, you can really confuse yourself on how you feel by not understanding your emotions, not filling out your emotions. Like, we all have this voice in our head, you know, that will stir us this way, that away, that we can just literally sit there and ponder on so much things on our head. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we can literally sit there and just think. But that ain't always helping. That ain't always helping, because then you can think. Then you really confusing yourself. When you could have just said, okay, I feel this way. This is why I feel this way. Let me believe it. And that's it. Believe your emotions, because they real. Negative or positive. Negative or positive, they are real. They coming from somewhere. They coming from your authentic self. You shouldn't always believe your mind. You shouldn't always believe every thought that pops in your mind. Because you can ask yourself a question and then it's just going to fill you with answers. It's like multiple choice. You ask yourself a question, it's going to give you 100 answers. And now you get to choose from one of them. Bro, all 100 of them could be wrong. And then you will really disregard how you really feel. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you will really get to pondering up here and just forget how you really feel. And now you're confusing yourself. You're lying to yourself. And lying to yourself, that's not going to help you. Lying to yourself is not going to help you. Lying to yourself is hurting you. Lying to yourself is throwing off the structure of what you made of. It's not healthy. That voice gonna tell you all type of things. Your emotions are real. That voice gonna go back and forth, tell you this, tell you that, tell you this, tell you that. But that voice that you hear is real. Your emotions come straight from the spirit. You know when you get a feeling around somebody, or you get a feeling about something, and then later down the line, just think about a time you got a feeling about something, or you got a feeling about somebody, and then it turned out to be right later. That feeling notified you way before you brought it up to your mind. So from the get-go, you probably already felt what it was. And then you brought it up to your mind and got to thinking like, okay, is this what it is? I don't know. Is this what it is? I think so. Blah, blah. Like, can't confuse yourself. My little nose ring hurting. You can't confuse yourself. Because when you confusing yourself, you're not hurting nobody but yourself. You throwing off everything you stand for. Your emotions will be everywhere. You wouldn't know what emotion to believe. You wouldn't know what emotion is real if you just question every single emotion you have. Feel the emotion out. You get angry or something like that, feel it out. That's a real thing. We get angry. That's a real thing. All of us have emotion. They are real things. You get excited, that's a real thing. And usually after every emotion comes an emotional reaction. So if you're attached to the wrong emotion, or you believe in that this emotion was from something else, and then you react the wrong way, what do you think that's doing to you? What do you think that's telling you and telling your mind and telling your heart? What do you think that's doing? That's throwing you off. Like, you got to believe what you feel. You got to believe what you feel. Because what you feel is real. What's up here is not always real. I can't say that enough. It's not always real. You know how many times you done thought about something and thought about something and thought about something and thought about something and thought about something, and that shit was still wrong? Trust me, I'd have been there. And the first thing you probably thought about was probably exactly how you felt, but you questioned that. And then your mind just got to fill it in the blank, fill it in the blank, fill it in the blank, fill it in the blank. Well, it didn't never have to fill in the blank anyway. Because you knew exactly what you felt at the beginning. You just started to question it. And when you question yourself, when you lie to yourself, when you confuse yourself, those are the type of feelings you get. Those are the type of answers you get. You get perplexing answers. You get perplexing feelings because you don't know how to feel. Trust what you feel. Like, this voice up here can make you feel all type of things. It can make you feel ashamed of yourself. It can make you feel guilty. All because probably your stomach hurt or something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it could have just been your stomach hurting a little bit, but now you feel like, oh, I'm just this person. I'm just that type of person, or blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. Bro, you just probably need something to eat. You feel what I'm saying? But you ain't trusted. And you probably thought like, damn, I ain't ate. But not, then your mind take you to somewhere else. Take you literally somewhere else quick. And the mind is so powerful, it can literally take you somewhere else so quick. Like, bow. Damn, I need something to eat. Sure, but blah, 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 blah. They hit you with 10 other things right then and there. Now you thinking about 10 other things that has nothing to do with you eating. That has nothing to do with how you feel right now. It has nothing to do with that. Trust how you feel. Trust how you feel. Trust how you feel, man. That comes from your integrity. It comes from deep within. It comes from your physical body. It comes from your insides. Like, you can't lie to yourself and expect to feel good. You can't lie to yourself and expect not to confuse yourself. You can't lie to yourself and expect for your life to be smooth sailing. Because like, the more you believe these lies, the further and further and further away you move away from yourself. The further and further away you start to dislike yourself. The further and further away you lack understanding of yourself. Because you lying to yourself, you really don't understand yourself. You ain't honest with yourself, you're fucked. For real. And it's you know, so many people out here lying to themselves. Just lying. But like, think they getting over, like, they'll just lie for a temporary feeling, but knowing later down the line, your mind, like, you telling that lie, your mind is gonna come back to that, and you might start to believe that lie, and now that becomes your truth, and now you living in a lie, but you calling it truth. How do you think that's making you feel? How do you think waking up and living in a lie that you call truth is really making you feel it inside? What you think that's doing to your heart? What you think that's doing to your brain? What you think that's doing to your mind? Because as you lying, as you believe in these lies, it's saving these lies. So soon as you come back to something in that similar fashion or anything like that, or it might pull up on you randomly and let you know. You gonna revisit that lie more than often. You gonna continue to confirm it because you ain't honest with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. If you ain't going to be real with nobody else, man, you got to be real with yourself. Own that shit. Because by you lying, you think you really getting over, and you think, you know, what's done in the dark don't come to light. But it will. It will. It will show. It will reek that you a liar, or how you really feeling inside, or like it will reek, man. Like people got patterns that they don't even know of because they've been lying so much, and now they started to believe these things. Emotions are real. You got to control your emotions. Emotions are real. Feel them. Let them out. Negative or positive. When they happening for a reason. They coming from within. You ain't got to sit here and bring the thought up here and ponder on, damn, what making me feel this way. More thoughts going to come and feed you on why you feel that way. Like you done open up the floodgates for them to bring you so many more thoughts on why you feel bad. Now it's pulling shit up from 10 years ago, from 3 days ago, from childhood. Now you confused even more. You like, damn, I thought it was, man. Now you done went down memory lane on negative shit when you ain't have to. When you could have just felt that emotion. Don't lie to yourself, people. Don't lie to yourself. Because them lies are getting saved. Them lies are getting downloaded within you. Them lies are definitely replaying and repeating in your mind. Especially if you're not thinking about them and another situation come up around that, you definitely going to repeat that lie. You definitely going to be more susceptible to just lie quick. Because that's what it know. Your mind know to lie. And lying might be your truth. But at the end of the day, you're hurting you. You're confusing yourself. You're confusing how you feel. That voice up here ain't always right. That voice up here ain't always right. Utilize this instrument. Don't let it use you. Don't let it take you places where you don't even need to be. Because you are not your thoughts. But what you feel is real. Trust how you feel. Believe how you feel. Y'all be easy. I mean, I'm a deep blessing.